Hey guys, Midget here and welcome to another episode of my Derby Career Mode. Here we go straight into the game against Manchester City, and obviously they have our former player Patrick Bamford, which means that, I'd want to win against, him for leaving us, but, it wasn't really his fault. And you see here that this is Capital One Cup, FA Cup, and, that is a pretty weak side I have, and City have probably one of the best sides, they have, so I was not feeling my luck, going into this game, because they had the same formation as me, which that means they'll cancel my other out. However, in the first 5 minutes, Kwame Thomas, our reserve, dispossesses company, tugs him off, and scores. I just realised that tugs him off doesn't sound completely right, so holds him off when company's, like a 6'5" monster, he holds him off and he manages to slot it with cold blood past Joe Hart. But however, in the 17th minute, City do their quick tiki-taka football, and Jovetic passes it through to Javi Garcia and he slides it past Legends. Legends had nothing to do on that one because it was so quick, paced, that goal, and we see ourselves level terms with Manchester City. And, I wasn't too frustrated about this goal because, after all, it is Manchester City and I wasn't really, looking for anything out of this game, maybe a draw, but, I wasn't setting my high hopes for this game. But here you see that, I'm watching every single replay from Javi Garcia's goal, and that's basically basic for the fact that my controller ran out of battery and I didn't realise until I tried skipping this celebration, all that, but it did not work. So you're going to see me cut out in a minute, as soon as it cuts out, I recharge my controller and all that, and we go straight back into the action. So Yaya Toure puts a great ball into Jovetic, and he has an acrobatic shot and scores, just a couple of, 11 minutes later. And after that shot, I was quite angry because my defenders did absolutely nothing. And then, 3 minutes before the break, Negredo runs down the line, passes it through to Jovetic, and he just taps it in to the open net pretty much, Legend's not covering most of the net, but, yeah, so we go into half-time, same amount of shots as Manchester City, but them being the more clinical side. But as soon as the break, I decided to change things up, and Daniel Carico went straight on the attack and almost scored, and so did Kwame Thomas, but it's still 3-1, so I wasn't really, my chances weren't looking good, but then Yaya Toure almost slid it into the net, but Legend had it covered pretty much, and that was all of this game pretty much. And so it did end 3-1, and I just want to say, guys, that this episode is around 30 seconds from 10 minutes, but I just couldn't. The last two games, it did that lag thing where it cut out most of my gameplay, so I couldn't really do anything. It cut out all the goals and everything. It would have been 10 minutes, but Patermo also was pretty angry about his place in the squad that he didn't get any games, so I decided to put him up against Leicester in this game, and he did a really good job, and he kept a lot of shots out, but you're going to see that in a minute. And here you see Leicester's lineup. It's an alright lineup. I think personally mine's better, but that's because they're doing it computerly and I'm doing it properly, I guess. But we too have a really weakened lineup after I just wanted to rest a couple of players because the next game I just wanted to rest them for their future games. Since Leicester isn't the biggest teams. But in the 8th minute we dispossess their player. Martin goes for the shot. It's a really weak shot, but Schmeichel spills it, and Ings just couldn't get there. But Padermo makes a really cool save. And here, look at this mistake from Padermo. He picks it up and then just drops it. And Delayet, or however you pronounce his name, he hits the post. And that's the, I believe it's the right back from Leicester. And you're going to see what he does in the second half. It's absolutely hilarious. So he failed giving Leicester the lead in this game. And here we go straight on the attack. In the 60th minute, Ings gets played through after a huge amount of mistakes, but he misses it. And the 70th minute, Martin passes it through to Ings. Ings manages luckily to get past Wes Morgan, the Jamaican beast, and we do the simplest thing we could do. Hey guys, I had to cut the commentary short there because my dog started barking, so I needed to go check what the hell was up, and my mum brought me some KFC, so that's pretty cool. And as I was saying, Ings finished it pretty well, and this is what I was talking about, delayed or late. And Martin did a fake shot and had a shot, and Delayet tried hitting it away, or rather heading it away, but instead he put it in the back of his own net, and that was a pathetic attempt to try and clear it, you know, because there was absolutely no danger, and he just put his team 2 goals behind, you know, a mid-table team. And here we could have had the 3rd goal, but, you know, from another mistake by Peter Schmeichel. No, not Peter Schmeichel, Kasper Schmeichel, the former Manchester City goalkeeper, sorry. But instead we take advantage and we win the game 2-0. So I think that was pretty predicted, because it just was a guess. But here you're going to see that our scout future star is going to appear. And his name is Willem van der Werf. He's a Dutch player, and his potential's 81 to 94. And also he's around the cam. So it's kind of cool, because I'm not going to be playing cam because I don't have a cam formation. What I'm going to do is put him left mid or right mid, because cams can play left mid or right mid. And this guy, Lucas Piazon, he's going to be challenging him, but I don't think I'm going to be getting Lucas Piazon, simply for the fact that he's got 60 grand a week wages, and that's too much for me at the moment, you know. But here our side's fully fit against the game against Cardiff, I should say. And Cardiff is one of the teams that, you know, beat me last time, and it's a very hard team. So I was, you know, not really looking forward to this game, especially that guy Panilla, for God's sake. He's a beast on this game. But they also signed Crondelli, and, you know, he's always in Cardiff. I don't know why, but it sort of fits, doesn't it? Because Crondelli's Norwegian. No, he's Dutch, sorry. No, not Dutch, he's Danish, but Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is sort of, you know, looks for Scandinavian talent, but here straight away Panilla puts the ball into the back of net, you know, and it's a wonderful goal, so I'm not taking anything away from it, but I was pretty angry for conceding it. And here, again, this is, I told you about the lag, you know, it skipped the goal, and you're not going to really see, you're just going to see that Ings, you know, finessed it past the keeper. And then in the 41st minute, Martin could have scored, but he just rolled the ball wide a bit. You know, I'm not blaming him. And in the 59th minute, you know, Campbell was going on, and Legends manages to perform a wonderful save, you know, catch the ball. And in the 67th minute, I think I pass it through to Danny Ings. He fakes shots and shoots, but it gets wonderfully saved by the amazing keeper of David Marshall. You know, he's kept Cardiff in the lead so many times this real season, you know, and but here he just couldn't, you know, I think it was Bolly, he, like, you know, put the ball in, and Ings tapped it in, but that's how the game ended. You'll see in a minute. You know, Ings has the last chance of the game, which he manages to slot away, so I think that's a hat-trick for Danny Ings in this game. Wonderful hat-trick, you know, it's a pretty well played hat-trick, you know, he played really well, and I couldn't do nothing, you know, he's just a beast, you know, when he's on form, Danny Ings. It's just a shame that he's got that potential glitch where, you know, no one's, what's the word for it, where he's not growing a single stat, despite scoring so many goals and improving so much for me, you know, and he's still that 74 rated striker, so that I'm pretty angry at that. But Mason Bennett wanted more playtime, and I'm gonna wanted a new contract, so I decided to give it him, you know, because he's alright. I didn't like him last year, but last season I meant, but I like him now. But here, this is the game that really went on my nerves, because I couldn't find any highlights simply because they were all cut out by the lag. And Eric Dier managed to force a header into the back of the net, past Brad Guzan. You know, Eric Dier being one of my most scoring centre-backs. But here, in the 47th minute, I think it was, Wyman gets played through, and Andreas Wyman's not going to miss a chance like that, you know. The half-time stats show that we should have really been winning the game, and here, again, it cut it out, but, you know, it showed it, and Junior Malandi got his first goal, and what a beauty it was, you know. And then here, Alhamdi tried going and scoring for it, but nothing happened, and we got a deserved win, in my opinion. Junior Malandi with his first goal for in the Derby shirt, I should say, and it was a wonderful goal, you know, totally deserved. But that was basically it, guys. So hopefully you enjoyed this episode. Another one is coming tomorrow because I'm off school, so I'll upload another one. And yeah, so this is Midget, and I'm gonna see you guys next time.